Alright, hello and welcome to the postgrad year. Today we're going to be talking about the Commonplace book. So, as we have been doing, I feel like we should probably do something different, but we're going to ideas. Definitely held it weird there. Sorry about that. Slurring my speech a little bit. Maybe I need a snack. Maybe you do too. Maybe you could pause the video, go grab a snack, come back later. That's one way to increase the watch time. No, don't do that. I mean, if you're hungry, do that, but we're looking at ideas, even more, number 9. On the left-hand side, we've got the general idea of what's going on, like process, why, opinion, to do, option. Maybe I should say opinion? I don't know. I think it says option. And description. Kind of weird. Obviously, this is information. So, there we go. It's all centered. It needs to be as easy as possible. Oh, right, this is the process. It needs to be as easy as possible to keep up with the habit. Always something to write with and always something to write on. So, if you're writing, you gotta have a place to write. But you also need a writing utensil, and you gotta make sure you always have that with you. Or at least with the thing you're gonna write in, because otherwise it's just a thing. And you can't really write it. I mean, I guess if you like... Sorry, I was wrong hand. The other hand has blood on it. Well, it doesn't have blood on it. I mean, it might, but I've got a Band-Aid. So I was going to say maybe you could write with blood. That's way too dramatic. I don't know if that's YouTube appropriate. Might actually have to restart this. But the point is, you need something to write with. So just have some sharpened pencils. You keep in a spot, or a pen, or a quill, and ink. Like, I don't know how you want to do this. You could have some markers. You could have crayons. Really doesn't matter. Could be colored pencils. I mean, you probably don't want to, like, lick the page, because then it'll get stuck to another page. Actually, that would be another problem with the blood I mentioned earlier. Maybe ink with a quill would do that, too? I don't know. I haven't used that in, like, literally 20 years. It was pretty cool. It's kind of weird. Actually, no, never mind. I realized there was a calligraphy club in high school, and I was there for a very short period of time. And we did try to, like, do stuff, but it was Chinese characters, so it wasn't really English. Okay. Process. We need to... Oh, sorry. No need to get stressed out. Just write a bit. Yeah, I'm a little stressed out right now because my foot hurts and my arm hurts. Because the thing is, holding this doesn't seem like much, but if you don't lift, like me, and you never go outside, and you never, like, do any physical activity, holding anything for more than half an hour sucks. And I'm recording, like, 7 videos at the same time, so I gotta get these done before the air conditioner, well, is suffering as much as I am in the heat, because it's also getting hot in here, which is why I'm leaving the fan on, even though it makes noise. So, no need to get stressed out, just write a bit. Yeah, you don't need to worry about it being perfect. You can just write stuff down. You could write down, I like being perfect, like a cat. I mean, that's a little bit egotistical, but that's just what I thought of right now. So, that's the thing. You could write cat puns. You could be like, let us turn up the beat. You know, that's a fun vegetable pun. Okay, why? A way to engage with your special interests. Yeah, if you got, like, I don't know, autism or ADHD or anything that makes your brain a little neurodivergent, might be good to have a place to put your things. And it's also kind of private, kind of. Someone could just grab it. Opinion, it's really cool when a video actually gets to showing what it is inside the Commonplace book within the first minute. I want to see what their pages look like. I want to know why they put them there. Yeah, so for the ideas category, like this type of video, I've been doing a really bad job with that. Normally, I just page to it. Part of the problem is there are more pages now. Like, they're just more pages. That's a lot. Remember, we started with 0, so, like, holy smokes. Yeah, but some people wait like 3 minutes. They're like, well, hello, welcome to my channel. The last time I did this, which is kind of what I did for the first Commonplace book video. I was like, okay, you know, like the set is different, and it takes a really long time, and it's kind of annoying. But remember, these are just notes for me. These are I mean, they might be criticism of other people, but they're technically just things I wrote down, which is what we do here. Inside for the first minute. Okay, now we're on to do. Make sure that someone understands from the Make sure that someone understands from the channel description, or maybe the video description, that I am attempting to set something up which has an incredibly low barrier to entry, which 90% of people should be able to do. Yeah, so 90% is just a random number I picked. Sorry. Make sure someone understands from the channel description, or maybe video description, what I'm trying to do. Yeah, that's pretty obvious. Which has an incredibly low barrier to entry. Yeah, you don't really have to pay any money for this. You just need paper and a writing utensil. Or you could use a computer. So like, it's kind of zero. I mean, it's not kind of zero, but like, you should be able to do this basically for free. If you go like hardcore into this, it might cost you like $500 per year, which is kind of a lot. And we're not including like labor. So like, if you're sitting in a dark room for like 20 hours a month, that'll be kind of expensive. Because you could be working, or going outside, or spending time with family, or doing, you know, like anything else, maybe sleeping, which is definitely beneficial. This is pretty interesting though. The to-do, I'm like, yeah, making sure that somebody understands from the channel description or video description is a thing I've been writing over and over again. And it kind of reminds me of I believe it was like a Google Talks video from like 10 years ago about Commonplace books, and I believe Darwin was mentioned, and how everybody likes to talk about how they had like a great epiphany, you know, like an apple hit Newton's head or whatever. But I believe that video talked about how that sort of thing doesn't really happen very often in science, or if somebody's using some sort of procedure, because they'll write down an idea like this a bunch of times, and then eventually they'll review all their information and they'll be like, oh, I'm thinking the same thing over and over again. I just need to, you know, make it twice as good. It's actually okay. You know, I need a new channel description, I need a new video description. Okay, well, just make one, you know? Like, we're just increasing the level by a tiny bit. And you do that enough times and you actually create something totally new, which is kind of cool. Okay, now for to do. Make sure to do 100 videos, update or review video in which I summarize what happened. Actually, perhaps just make this a normal video that I make once a year. It is done for me, and schedule it just like another video lost in the soup of time. That's a fun way of saying that. So people can be like, oh, that's what was happening at that point for him. Not really sure why somebody would care what's up for me. I think you guys just want the videos. At least that's what I want when I get videos from someone. Just like, tell me the thing. But I don't know. Maybe you want a video every like 100 videos, which is like an update, which is like previously on the post-grad year, you know? Feels like some sort of Netflix show or something. Now, that might be fun. I mean, not a Netflix show. I mean, I guess, but I don't really know why this would be a Netflix show. Okay, so option. There we go. Could get a giant whiteboard to draw on with temporary markers, so that way it would be a thing to record behind me as a background, which would be exciting for people to look at in the thumbnail. Yeah, so I think that would be very exciting if there was just like this big white thing and I could just write on it. Actually, that would kind of be like sorry, I'm holding it like this, so it's just like I would actually be like some sort of teacher guy, which would be really trippy. That would be really weird. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Description: the practical application of Commonplace books in education and a system that allows for their implementation. Yeah, so that's kind of what I'm talking about. I need to make that better. But that thought is going to be written over and over again if you haven't already seen it. So it's just what I was thinking about one day. And yeah, that's the thing. All these ideas from all these pages are pretty much coming from like, not me shaking the camera like that. Oh well. Like I said in an earlier video, if the book gets bigger, there are going to be more mishaps like that. So I probably need to change the way I record these videos, or have this stand on something. One or the other. Maybe actually both. So please give me suggestions on that. I'm probably going to take forever to order something, because that's just how I am. I actually worried about a laundry basket purchase for like 5 months one time. It was $10, but you know, that sort of thing happens if someone experienced a time in their life where they didn't really have any money and there was no income, and it was just like, you have money until you don't. And as I read from a Tumblr post, I think at one point, you know, $1,000 is not a lot to have, but it's a lot to owe, and definitely weighed heavily on me at a certain point when I only had like $1,000. I think I got a lot lower than that, but when I was getting the laundry basket, I was like kind of low on cash. And I didn't have access to credit or anything, so I was like, all right, this is bad. But that is the page, and there's going to be one more of these. So again, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time. All right, bye.